going to finally master the art of decluttering and get your entire life organized, and here is how. Well, welcome back to the Get Up and Glow podcast. I am your podcast host, Madison Haynes, your self-improvement glow-up fairy godmother. And girl, you know the drill. We don't waste time around here. We're going to get right into it, okay? So, in today's episode, we are talking about 3 different things. Number 1, how to declutter and reset your physical space. This is like the that girl habits. When you go on TikTok and you see that girl have like that beautiful apartment, everything's clean, candles lit. Okay, you are going to be her, and I'm going to teach you how. We are also going to talk about how to declutter your digital space and actually keep it that way, because I know your phone is a hot mess and your camera roll has far too many photos on it. Am I wrong? I'm not, and I know I'm not, okay? We're going to solve that. Okay, girl, chapter number 1, let's talk about your physical space. Did you know that clutter doesn't just look crappy, okay? It actually takes up bandwidth within your mind. You already know the drill on the Get Up and Glow podcast. We integrate hot girl action steps into the episodes. So we're not going to talk about how you can glow up, how you can become the best version of you, but I'm going to give you a checklist of things I want you to do or write down in your notes app. So when you're done listening to this, you can go and start implementing these things right now so you actually can become that girl. Action step number 1, follow the 2-minute rule. What the heck is a 2-minute rule, girl? It's easy. It's in the name, okay? If it takes 2 minutes, get your ish up, get your ish together, and get on moving. And if you train your brain to do this for every little tiny micro task, they're not going to pile up into an hour's worth of work at the end of the night. I want you to take your lunch bag. I want you to take your car keys. I want you to take your water bottle, whatever it is you need to go and pick up and bring with you at the door the next morning, and put it in a drop zone. Now, what does this do? This essentially ensures that you are keeping up to date, you're being mindful of what you need to do for the next day. So you take that intentional pause and think, okay, how can I set myself up for success? I also love to use hot mess bins. What are hot mess bins? Let me tell you, they're essentially just whatever bin that works. Typically, it has a lid on it, okay? So whatever you struggle with, let's say it's the cords in your TV room, okay? You have all of your cords in one bin, you close the lid, it looks organized, it's clutter-free, it's not taking away your focus, you know where everything is, it just essentially hides the hot mess. Label everything. Having labels on things is so nice, especially if you put things in bins and all the bins look similar and you have no idea what they are, and then you have to go and pull out everything. No, organize yourself. 2025 is the year of minimalism, okay? We're not going and wasting our money on cheap clothing. We're not going and just giving in to consumerism. So follow the 1 in, 1 out rule. If you are going to buy something new, I want you to stop and think, okay, what is one thing I can donate, sell, or get rid of in order to bring this new thing into my space? Your life will be way easier to organize when you are a minimalist. When you have less things, less clutter, it's going to not only be easier to actually clean your physical space, to organize yourself, but there's just less stuff in your room that takes up space and mental energy. I want you to put your bedroom to bed every single night. This could be, giving your bedroom a sweep. This could be making sure anything on your bedside tables are put away. This could be doing your heatless curls. I guess it kind of applies. Whatever it may be, I want you to clear off your space, clear off your floor, so when you go to sleep, your room is refreshed. Now, if you are a girly living alone, living with a partner, whomever, roommates, put your kitchen to bed too. I want you to make it a goal to not leave a single dish in that sink before you go to bed, okay? They can stay out on that counter drying, that's fine, but make sure you go to sleep with a clean kitchen. Put it to bed. Now, this next rule might just be the thing that changes your life, okay? And I know you're not going to want to hear this, and it's going to take time for you to adapt, okay? But hear me out. Don't put it down, put it away. 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 Hey. Okay, in all seriousness, this is so true. Train yourself as soon as you go and do whatever. It could be putting your shoes away instead of tossing them at the front door. This could be when you have a lot of junk in your purse that just sits there and accumulates for who knows how long. Okay, you clean out your purse, number 1. That's not on this list, but I'm adding it to it. But then you go and you take all your ish, you take your wallet, put it where it belongs. Now, this next action step is going to piggyback on the other one. And these two together, girl, you're going to be a whole new you. Okay, what is this? Okay, this is the art, the amazing magic of leaving your room cleaner than you found it. You'll walk into a room, when you leave, okay, before you exit, you think, how can I leave it cleaner than I found it? For instance, you go into the living room, you straighten up the pillows. You go into the bathroom, you do one thing that needs a little bit of straightening, maybe one thing that needs a little bit of wiping, whatever. This could take 10 seconds, but if your intention before you leave and you're mindful, you train your brain to think, how can I leave this room cleaner than I found it? If you keep doing that throughout your day, those little tiny micro habits are going to make a big difference. I already know that you should be doing your seasonal decluttering, girl, okay? So we're not going to get too deep into this, but I will say you better be making yourself a little spreadsheet, a little to-do list, okay, for each of the seasons to make sure you keep up with that. But don't worry. If you don't want to do that, you think you're going to forget it, you can just go ahead, subscribe to this podcast, and I'm going to remind you because every new season I come out with some type of organization, some type of deep cleaning episode. Speaking of which, on a little bit of a side note, if you want to become the best version of you in 2025, I am introducing a new series called Glow Up 90. And by the way, you are in it right now. You listening to this means that at the very end of this episode, I'm going to give you 3 challenges to do this week, okay? If you commit to them, that's the only rules. You commit and you try it out for a whole week. If you flop, does not matter. Comment your wins and losses on the next video. This is going to keep you accountable, okay? I'm going to be your accountability partner. And if you keep listening to the weekly episodes and doing the 3 challenges every week, by April 1st, 2025, you are going to be a whole new you. But that is not it, girly. I know you need the extra motivation and I am here for you, okay? So on the Get Up and Glow TikTok, as well as my Instagram, I have new vlogs that come out every single week of me trying to do these things along with you. Because girly, I'm just a girl who's trying to glow up to live her best life. I'm not perfect, okay? I am in this with you. When is the last time you cleaned out your bed, like underneath your bed? I just need to know, okay? Number 1, when's the last time you cleaned your mattress? Okay, it's probably been too long. I know the answer already, which is fine. So I want you to rip those bed sheets off, give them a good wash, and I want you to take a baking soda, sprinkle that on your mattress, and vacuum it off. Sounds crazy, but this works. And I promise you, with that paired with the clean sheets, paired with cleaning out under your bed and sticking to it, girl, you're gonna have the best sleep of your life. Okay, so we're doing something a little different right now. I gave you your action steps on how to declutter your physical space, but now I'm going to give you your action steps to the action steps because we just unpacked a lot, okay? So here's where to start. Start by deep cleaning, start by organizing, start by purging, donating, selling your stuff. And then I just want you to stick to the challenges. You can just do the basic ones, like leaving each room cleaner than you found it, etc. Stick to the Fly Lady app, okay? That is going to be what gets you started because I know it might be overwhelming right now. This is going to take all these action steps and put them down into tiny little micro tasks for each day. And do not forget, do not put it down, put it away. Chapter number 2, you're not going to like this one. And I know you keep putting it on your New Year's resolutions and you don't do it every year. You're flopping, girl. It's okay. I am flopping with you, okay? We're deep cleaning, decluttering, and keeping our digital space organized in 2025. And here is how. Not only is all of that digital clutter literally slowing your phone down, but a study found that an average worker spends about 28% of their time trying to sort through all of their emails, which genuinely does not seem right to me. And I was really shocked at this, but honestly, I probably do this too. And I know you do as well, girl. And it's not just about the emails. We're talking about apps. We're talking about photos. We're talking about getting your entire ish organized on your phone so you feel like that girl. So here are your action steps. Okay, number 1, you're going to do mission inbox 0. What is this? You're going to go to sites like Unenroll Me, where you can go and essentially log in, put your email address or whatever, just make sure you're using a reputable site, and you can instantly unsubscribe from all of those marketing emails of places that you don't shop from anymore, you don't need. This is going to save you time opposed to having to go and delete all of your emails constantly. Now, part of mission inbox 0 is to start every morning by checking your emails, deleting them, responding to them, okay? Keep it sorted. I want you to create folders, okay, for everything. If you upload photos to your computer, if you're saving files for assignments or tasks or whatever, have actual set organized folders. Don't just leave everything in the download section. Calling myself out a little bit there. Photo management, girl, it's time we get it together, okay? I want you every Sunday or whatever day works best, okay? I don't make the rules technically, but I want you to go into Google Photos and upload all your photos. Or if you are comfortable, you can actually go into Google Photos and set it to automatically upload so it just instantly backs it up. But be careful with this because it will upload all of your photos. So if there's some that you don't want instantly uploaded to the cloud, okay? You might not want to do that. But regardless, upload them all. put them into a file by month so you know about this. You can go one step further and make it a goal every month to take some of your favorite photos and go and get them printed. Now, when is the last time that you've updated your contact list? Like, for real though, you probably have old coworkers, you probably have people you don't even talk to, you probably don't even recognize some names anymore, okay? No, let's go through, delete all the old contacts. These are also great action steps to do while you're waiting for other things. Like if you're driving somewhere in the car and you're a passenger, or you're waiting in line for whatever, or you're going and waiting for your dentist appointment in the little receptionist office, that's great. Go and do these little tasks. If you keep doing that during the little pockets of your time where you just are wasting your time and you would just be mindlessly scrolling anyways to fill that time, go and do something like this and train your brain to think, okay, I could spend 10 minutes doom scrolling, or I could do something that's going to be beneficial to getting my life together. And if you keep thinking like that and you keep doing that, your entire life will change. Declutter your apps, okay? Delete all the ones you don't use anymore. Put them all into cute folders. And if you haven't already done this, you can customize your entire phone. Create a weekly digital cleanup routine, okay? So pick a day, you're going to do this, set an alarm for 15 minutes, and you're going to keep on going, okay? You're listening to this now, you get all motivated. You know, as you're listening to this, you might be doing it in the background. Great, okay? But then how are we going to keep up with those habits? And that is where that weekly routine comes into play. Chapter number 3, cleaning out, decluttering your mind. Mental clutter leads to you being overwhelmed. You being overwhelmed leads to procrastination. You procrastinating and feeling like crap and being burnt out does not equal the best version of you. So, in addition to getting your life together, your digital space together, we're going to talk about how to make sure your mind is right. Write out a brain dump journal, okay? This could be anything. You could just go, if you don't want to type, you can go and hit play on your phone and just record whatever your emotions are, okay? Or you can train ChatGPT to be your personal therapist. You know, I love AI. You go in, you say, I want you to act as my personal therapist, and then just go. Just type in your problems. It will talk back to you. It makes you feel validated. It's not like real therapy. So if you need it, there's no shame in that. Make sure you actually get help from a professional. But I will say I use ChatGPT as my own personal free therapist, and I love it. It does wonders for me. I want you to create a to-do list of all of your priorities, okay? All that clutter that's in your brain, all the things I have to remember that. Write them down, girl, okay? But don't forget, it's grace and perfection. You can do anything, but not everything. You can't be everywhere all at once. So go and make that list and then pick 3 to 5, the most important things on your list, okay? And then go and say like must do's. Then go and say would be nice to do. So now every single day when you look at your to-do list, it's out of your mind, it's on a piece of paper. I want you to integrate mindfulness into your everyday, okay? This could be at the evening, this could be the start of your morning. Do things like yoga, meditate. You know, you see that girl lifestyle, and the thing that's really attractive to me is like seeing girls in like matching silk pajamas with their beautiful robes and their heatless curls. Their skincare is on, they just look clean. They're drinking like a green juice, a smoothie, iced water, whatever. You know the vibe. Their whole space is clean. You can just feel the organization protruding through the screen. And there's something about it that's just so calming. And I want to live my life like that. You know, I work really hard and I know that you do too. But wouldn't it be so nice to set ourselves up so we can actually make sure effortlessly our entire space and mind stays clean, stays organized with relatively minimal effort, because we're just essentially keeping up with our things opposed to letting it get bad and letting our life become a mess. So then at night, we take that extra time for meditation, for tranquility, to heal ourselves. I want to be that girl because that to me is a luxury. Having that time to do nothing but just genuinely relax seems so luxurious. I also want you to do a weekly review, okay? How did the week go? Celebrate your wins, celebrate your losses. You know why this is good. Essentially, it gives you an opportunity to think about how you're feeling and how you were doing, and you can address any pain points in your life that week before it gets bad and it starts to spiral out of control. So for instance, let's say you had a really busy week and you weren't the best with your cleaning. You can say, okay, that's fine. You know, I'm giving myself grace, but now I know next week my intention is to get my life together again or keep on going. Because if you don't do this before you know it, you'll slowly lose out on these good habits, and then you're gonna have to watch this video all over again. And I don't want that for you, girl. I want you to be grateful, okay? We talk about this all the time. Be grateful for the things that you have. Be grateful for the person that you are and the person you're becoming. And 2025 is the year that you learn to set boundaries, okay? It is okay to say no. If you are a busy girl and you're stressed out and your ideal Friday night is just being at home, watching a cute chick flick, and having your hair up in heatless curl, your skincare on, your red light therapy mask, whatever, then do it. You have my permission. Not that you ever needed it anyways. The most important thing that you can do for your mind to declutter your thoughts, get your life together, is the way you think. And here's the thing. Sometimes we think with healing, with self-improvement, that we're just going to work on ourselves a lot and then we'll be super confident and we'll never have a bad thought. We'll never be overwhelmed because we just have it together. But that's not true. You're always going to feel crappy sometimes. Some days you're going to be harder on yourself. Some days that narrator in your head is going to change. So here's the thing. Don't strive for being perfect, for thinking perfect, for being 100% confident all the time, because you can't control those thoughts. The first thought that pops into your head, sometimes you can't control it. But what you can control is your afterthought. So when that pops into your head and it's negative, control the next thought you have and make it come from a place of love. Like you are your own best friend. For instance, if you say, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't believe I said that, that's so stupid. Your afterthought would be, but you're trying your best and that's okay. You know, no one will notice it. Don't sweat it. Like if people are going to judge you, they're going to judge you anyways. That's on them. It's not on you. I'm proud of you. Let's keep going. Okay, girl, without further ado, what you came here for, Glow Up 90, your 3 challenges for this week. If not anything, okay, from all these action steps that I have outlined for you and how to get organized, follow these 3 things, okay? These challenges, if you want to participate in the challenge of glowing up and becoming the healthiest, the happiest, the hottest version of you by April. Challenge number 1, I want you to set a 20-minute timer and clean every single day. Okay, so I don't care how busy you are. You can do one thing on this list, okay, because it's a big one. Go through, you can replay this again, set the timer for 20 minutes, and just go one by one and keep doing it until the 20 minutes is up, and then start again and again for 7 straight days. That takes this whole idea of like, oh my God, I need to get my life together, but I don't have all the hours to deep clean and get it all Girl, you just need 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes every day for 7. You're gonna feel a whole lot better come the end of this week. Challenge number 2, start decluttering your phone, okay? It doesn't have to be all at once, but just keep in the habit of doing that every day and pick a day of the week where it's your declutter time, where you're going to spend the 15 minutes making sure this is a habit and you declutter your phone. And number 3, I want you to live like that girl, and you can absolutely do it and become her right now. So every single evening, I want you to slow down, put on a cute little matching pajama set, meditate, be mindful, light the candles, listen to the calming music, just move with intention. Remember, girlies, that it's not about perfection, it's about consistency, okay? Being disciplined, giving yourself grace. I know you can do this. By the way, if you've made it to this point in the episode, you are an OG. You are a Get Up and Glow girly, and you would love the Get Up and Glow Unfiltered podcasts. Now, rather if you're watching this on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, okay? If you go to Spotify and search for anything that says Unfiltered under the Get Up and Glow podcast, okay? If you click on that, Spotify will direct you through the series of different pages you have to do to subscribe to the Unfiltered pod. What is the Unfiltered pod? You get 2 episodes every single month for $2.99 Canadian dollars, okay? Less than your Starbucks coffee. And you get to essentially go and ask me anything you want. If you have specific questions, I will go read them, and then the next Unfiltered episode give you tailored custom advice for literally $2.99. When I say I genuinely care so much about you guys, and if you're not able to subscribe, no problem. We are still besties, girl. This is just an opportunity for those who want the little extra custom advice. I'm giving it to you. I'm trying to make it affordable for you and to help support me, which means so much because this is not my full-time job, and I can only dream that one day it will be. The journey to 100K starts right now and 1 million downloads, okay? One day it's gonna happen, girls, and you will be here and be able to say, you've been with me from the beginning. With that being said, if someone hasn't told you today, I am so proud of you, girl. You're doing amazing things in your life. You are going places, and I am so proud of you. So now you have all of your It Girl action steps to glow up and get organized. The only thing that's left to do is get up and glow.